Hello guys, welcome back. Working on the barn again today. I'm now two rafters off finishing, so I've just got to wait for some more wood because I've used up all my wood now. I think I might actually have two. I think I've got two actually. I probably could do another one. It has started to rain, so I might leave that until the wood comes. Might get another one done tomorrow possibly, but yeah, almost there. And then I'm gonna repoint this area ready for the roof, and then I've got to put the membrane on. It does look great at the moment with the vaulted ceiling, although that's not staying. I'm putting lower collar beams across because I want to put some shelving up there, and it needs the collar tie. It's got to have the collar tie because those top ones aren't good enough to support the whole roof, so I need the lower tie as well to stop them spreading. I mean, they're okay at the moment, but long term you wouldn't want to just leave it like this. So yeah, that's the next job, is basically to finish the rafters, repoint, and then put all the lower ties in. I need to do that with the scaffolding down, and then that's the last time I can use the scaffolding, because once the lower ties are on, I can't move the scaffolding along the middle like I have been. So I've just got to make sure that everything's good at the top, because the next time I go up there it will be with ladders, if I need to go up at all. There's a few odd little jobs I need to do that I will do before I take down the scaffolding. But yeah, making progress. So yeah, see you in the next day working here.
A few moments later.
Okay, I've just put the last rafter in place. That one's pretty much right against the wall. It's all done. And it's going pretty much in the centre of where I did the chimney brickwork. I'll show you. As you can see, the ceiling, the upper ceiling, which it's going to be, is nice and straight. I've made use of that older wood, so I've got to put the lower tie in now, which would be the bottom ceiling, but also going to be the floor for the big shelves I'm going to put up for the cardboard, the OSB boards on top. So that's the view from the front of the building. So all these will be covered by the metal sheets, obviously. I've still got to deal with the top of here a little bit. Right, so we've started to put the cross beam in now. So decided the quickest way to do it really is to put it up with the full length, and then I'm just going to go through along and just chop anything that's overhanging. So today I'm going to take this scaffolding down, and I'm going to move some of this wood so we can get the rest of the cross beams in place. I've actually, as you can see here, I've made a pile of them here. I've got 6 more to do in this barn, and I've cut the ends off each end. So just basically a 45-degree angle on each end. That's because I was sticking them up and then I was going to chop them off once they were up, so I thought that would be quicker, but it's actually quite a nightmare because to do it standing on the wall leaning across is quite difficult to hold the circular saw, and then just where you're holding it is where all the sawdust flies out, so it goes absolutely over you, and it's really hard to do at that angle. So what I'm hoping I can do with these ones is go up some ladders and then chop them off at the ladders, and maybe that would be a little bit easier. But yeah, it's definitely easier to cut them on the floor, so that's what I'm doing here. So I've done all of those. I just need to wait for my help to come along tomorrow to put the wood beams up, and then I've got the other barn to do, which I've got to do basically the same thing, but they're slightly higher up on the beam, so I want to cut a little bit more off. It's slightly different measurements, and I think I've got 9 of them to do. So that's today's job, to cut all of those so they're ready to go up tomorrow. Dismantle the scaffolding and move that wood a bit so I can get the ladders in place. What I might also do is try and cut some more of these beams as well, if I can muster up the energy to do it. It's quite hard going. It really put me back. I think I need to get some ear defenders. Doing all this cutting, it's not good, especially in tents. If I'm basically going from one beam to the other constantly, need the ear defenders, so I'm going to get some of those. Yeah, feeling a bit down on the barn at the moment, but hopefully once the membrane starts to go on, I feel a little bit better. So I'm just plugging along now. It feels a bit of a grain to do it, but it's got to be done. So yeah, don't give me a thumbs up on the videos. Start giving me a thumbs up, guys, because I need the motivation. Yeah, let me carry on dealing with this, and I'll give you an update in a bit. Okay, so today is the day we're going to finish off these ties. So I'm going to put ties in there, and then these here are going to go an angle, and they're sort of bracings to stop stuff sort of falling down. Today's job, and then hopefully there's still some more time. I'll start on the membrane. I might actually do a bit of pointing, I'm not sure yet. So that is all the cross beams in place. Still got to mount them. They're only held on by 2 screws, 2 little screws each side, so they've got to be bolted on and nailed on like the one just up there. Got to do that on all of these. But yeah, that's it, pretty much done. I've got to put the cross bracing on next. But what I'm doing is hanging a piece of string from the top brace down to this one, just to make sure that all these are perfectly level before I put the cross bracing on, because some of them are slightly squint, I think. So just doing that, just to get them sort of pretty perfectly upright before I brace everything down, and that'll be in its final position. And all these cross beams are now up there, so there's no issue of getting them up. And when I eventually put the OSB boards on, they should go on at an angle and across, so that they should be okay. Right, that's the cross bracing on this side in. I decided just to get up there and get it done. So I've braced it going down the way that way, and down the way there, and then there's a little bit in the middle that just joins the two, and then I'll do the opposite way on this side, I think, and that should really make it quite strong up there. It's a nice bit of space up there. I'll show you that shortly. Ideal for my cardboard. It's another day in the barn. Today the plan is to get all the bolts, just like that one there, on all the other ties, and put nails in all of them and cut these ends off here and basically get it ready for the membrane, which is the next job on the roof. Before I put the membrane on, I need to repoint this this brickwork up there, just because access will be a problem once the membrane's on, because I can basically climb up. I can climb up here with the ladders and access it. And I also need to put the cross beams on here like I've done here. As you can see, yesterday I fitted these cross beams here that go at a sort of an angle, and that stops the roof basically falling over, so it all braces it in position. So yeah, that's today's job, and if I can get it to the point where I can do the membrane tomorrow, I'll be quite pleased. And also a little update, the actual roof panels may be arriving today. It'll be today or tomorrow, and apparently I was going to get a phone call beforehand, so I'm assuming it won't be today. Yeah, when they arrive, that's a big major step. I'm still quite nervous about them coming. I'm going to offer one up to check that they fit, because obviously if they don't, then I'm going to have to slightly modify my plans, figure out a way to make them fit. If they don't fit, I'll just have to order bigger flashing, I think, at the top, a bigger ridge cap, but pretty sure they will fit. As I've said before, the barn isn't straight, the walls aren't straight, so in one area there's a smaller amount of roof needed than others. So for example, here, this end, these beams actually overhang quite a bit off the wall, whereas right at the other end they're not even hanging over. But the roof panels I've bought do hang over a bit, so I'm hoping that an average out of all the different pieces should result in a reasonably good looking roof. That's my hope. But I've never fitted a flat, a metal roof before, so it's all new, it's learning as I go. But I think even if I was to redo everything here today, there wouldn't really be anything I would change in how it's been done. If I was going this way, starting here and going that way, knowing that I've replaced all this wood, I would have replaced all the other wood as well. But I'd already done it from that side, so I didn't want to restart all that work just to replace the wood. And the wood's fine, obviously it's just repair work.
They change the back. Usually it's a plastic one. I can just go bang with it.
So the panels have arrived. This is the flashing. Panels are under here. Some panels there. I left up. This is just like a cover sheet to keep and protect them. There's the panels. And these also. That's the ridge. That's some of the flashing. Yeah, and I've got a load of screws and sealant and foam and all sorts of stuff to go with it as well. I don't think this is the same. It's not quite the same tiles as what I've purchased, but it might be good for, like, you know, if I need a little bit to fill something. I've got a spare bit there. Assume these are like, because these are all different sized panels, so I'm assuming that's like test stuff that they use. There's the panels there. the right colour that I wanted as well, which I'm pleased about. So yeah, very happy with that. Okay, so I've got this wall raked out now, ready for repointing, and Daniel's up on the roof there, and he is fixing down the rafters onto the top plate. So we're repointing here, Daniel's repointing it, as we can see. So we'll get all that done today, get it all nicely pointed, and there, then when I put the actual roof on, it's not going to damage the metal roof by getting bits of mortar on and that sort of stuff. And I've also got to cut a groove along the bricks as well for the flashing, so it needs to be mortared before that happens as well. And I'm busy fitting the brackets at the bottom of the rafters here. Small update, that's all the repointing done up that wall. I've also removed the brick that was sticking out up there, and I've also done the other side fully as well. There's some repointing to do here, which I need to do with lime mortar. So yeah, that's done. I've also put all the brackets on the bottoms of the rafters, and as you can see, the cross beams are all screwed on there now, so this is pretty much complete. Oh, I've still got to cut off those ends of the ties there. There's about 5 of them still to do. So that's another end of the day. Packing up now, and I'll do another video fairly soon with some more updates on how it's going. I reckon another day and I'll start getting the membrane on them. There's a few little bits and bobs still need to do, but hopefully get there. So yeah, please subscribe, like, share the video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.